What if I told you that some of the happiest moments of your life might still be ahead of you, even after addiction, divorce, or losing contact with your children? I know that sounds impossible because there was a time when I wouldn't have believed it either. Hey, it's Dr. Don with Evening Star Wellness and Recovery. One of the cruelest things that addiction, divorce, and parental alienation do is convince us that our story is all over. Maybe we don't say it out loud, but many of us quietly start living as if the best parts of our life are behind us. We think, I had my chance. I blew it. Nobody is coming to help me or save me. Life will never, ever be good again. And those things are lies, but I understand those thoughts. I've lived through addiction. I've lived through divorce twice. I've experienced parental alienation. I've had seasons where I was simply trying to just survive for the day. And survival is very important. You have to stay alive. But eventually, survival alone is not enough. At some point, recovery has to become about more than just not drinking, not using, or not falling apart. It has to become about building a life that you actually want to live. Because if your entire identity becomes person in recovery, or divorced parent, or victim of whatever terrible thing happened to me, life starts to get really, really small. You need more than survival. You need joy and purpose. You need meaningful relationships in your life. You need adventures like this. I'm off the coast of British Columbia on an Alaskan cruise that I thought I would never take. You need things that remind you that you are still alive. Maybe that's travel. Maybe it's taking a class you've always wanted to take. Maybe it's joining a hiking group, learning an instrument, volunteering, starting a business, dating again. I've met somebody I really like, and I didn't think I would ever date again. Watching a sunrise with a cup of coffee and realizing I actually feel peaceful today is amazing. Many people who have been through trauma become experts at enduring suffering, and we're very resilient, and we know how to push through. What we often forget how to do is to enjoy life. But joy isn't selfish. Happiness isn't betrayal. And creating a meaningful life does not mean you didn't love your children or you don't love your children. It doesn't mean you didn't love your marriage or the life you thought you once had. It means you're choosing not to let your losses define the rest of your story. You may not have chosen addiction. I didn't. You may not have chosen divorce. And you certainly may not have chosen parental alienation. But you do get to choose what happens next. And my hope for you is that one day you look around and realize the life you've built is worth living. You realize you didn't just survive and you're happy. I'm Dr. Don Beisel with Evening Star Wellness and Recovery, and I sincerely hope that you contact me at the link in the bottom of this video and give me a chance to talk to you about building that life that you deserve.